Things about me. My name is Nave Makin, and I'm 10 years old, and I like to develop iOS apps. You can download Factopia in the App Store to see my work. If you guys have more questions, then ask me in the comments. Swift functions. For this lesson, you will need an application for MacBooks only named Xcode. What will we do in this lesson? We will learn how functions are used in Swift. Here's an example. Function, I love chocolate. Parentheses. Curly brackets. Print. Yay! I love chocolate. And then enter. I love chocolate. And with this, you're wondering probably why I repeat the function right after. Now, that's technically another way of saying print it. When you're just calling it a function, you have to tell it to print it outside. You have to tell it to do what it has to do outside of what the function is. So like the function I love chocolate. That's where you would write the print yay I love chocolate because that's what it does. And then once you're out of that function, you call the function again. Not again, but you just call the function. And then it'll print yay I love chocolate. Here's another example. Well, you kind of know. Yay, I love chocolate. There we go. Function, I put ice cream and chocolate syrup together. Now, ice cream is a string, and chocolate syrup, it's also a string. You can't really say ice cream is like milk and stuff. You can't really say that in Swift. So you're saying ice cream, it's a letter, so it's a string. Chocolate syrup, same thing for that. It's a string. Now you would want to print ice cream plus a space. And then you would have to do plus chocolate syrup. Now you're wondering, how would Swift know that ice cream is equal to a string? Maybe like chocolate or vanilla. Then how would Swift know that chocolate syrup is just equal to the two words, chocolate and syrup? Well, that's what we do when we're calling the function right after. So now, since we're calling the function, I put ice cream and chocolate syrup together, you would put ice cream, vanilla in double quotes because it's a string, and then chocolate syrup also with a colon, and then double quotes around it, chocolate syrup. So it's like when you call the function after, you're stating what it's equal to. And vanilla, chocolate, syrup. There we go. Here's one more example. Function, I can add two numbers. And what's going to be happening inside this, we're giving what these numbers are going to be. So numbers are integers. So we're going to put int for integer. So the first number, integer. The first number is going to be an integer. The second number is also going to be an integer. We're going to print the first number plus the second number. It's not just putting them together like a string. It's actually it's a calculator, actually. It's a calculator. So don't use this for math homework at home. Just use it for your brain in developing for skill. And then you call the function right after. I can add two numbers. And then the first number, you're going to say what it's equal to. It's going to be equal to 5,000. Second number, it's going to be equal to 78,982. That's a big number. And if you can't really do the math, it's kind of easy, but you should understand the concept by now that you're adding both of them, like how we're saying in the print command. And the answer would be ding, 83,982. Okay, here we are, back again, and we're gonna open up Xcode, not that project, this project. Okay, here we go. we're not really going to be opening another project. We're going to be getting started with a playground. Let's name it Swift. This just goes on video by video. I can go here. Now we're back. Okay. Let's say we want to add two numbers. As I showed you in an example, function. Let's just get out the format. Okay, we're going to say first. Make sure it's a little clearer. And then we're gonna have, oh wait, I forgot to name the function. What am I doing? Let's name the thing big answer, because it's probably gonna be a pretty big answer if I make the numbers big. And let's say second number. Let's print. I don't know what just happened there. Print first number plus second number. Now you don't always have to do plus. I'm assuming you can also do subtraction and then just call this. I'll call the function first. Let's say first number is equal to 7,900. Okay. Next number is going to be 8,100. There we go. Now it should run. I hope it works. It's going to be a negative number. Yep. Okay, it works. Now it would probably work for multiplication if you rerun it. That would be a huge number. And then division, oh, it's going to be like a fraction of some sort. You run this. Yep, 0. Because it has no exact decimal answer. It's kind of like showing you the answer there. So you would get the point with integers. Now, if you want to do strings, then you might just want to kind of do the same thing, but not really. Let's say string. And let's say I, and then, oh wait, I can't really do this. Oops. I'm thinking of what the string is going to be inside. There we go. And then what I like, that's also going to be a string. Now, inside this, we're also just going to call a print command. And we're going to do I like and what I like. Now, you would know what we're going to do next. Oh, okay. We're going to call the function. string is going to be, let's say, what am I thinking? Okay, I'm just going to state what it says. It's going to be what's in as a string, and this string is going to be apples. Make it kind of like a sentence. There we go. Add a period. And then we might actually just want to add something like that. Then if we print it, I like apples. Now, if you would want to print from a function an integer and a string, that kind of gets a little difficult. It would first be like, let's change it to my cars. This is going to be really unrealistic. Okay. Let's say cars description. It's going to be our string. So it's going to be like, oh, yeah. Boop. It's going to be a string. And then it's going to be an integer. Is going to be how many cars. Let's print. I don't know why I put 0 there. We're going to do cars. Wait, yeah, cars description. Okay. And then we'll have now this would probably act as an error. The binary operator plus can be applied to operands of type string and, if you want to see what it says, integer. So it's saying there can't be a string being added to an integer with this plus. Now, it's not like you have to change it to like multiplied or anything else. All you would have to do is kind of like change the state. You would add string. You're calling it a string, but it's actually still, once you call the function, it's still going to act as a integer. Now, yep, there we have it. How many cars? And then the integer. String. I have this many cars. No, this many cars. And then our integer is gonna be 28. This is probably the richest man in the world. I don't know. But yeah. And you would probably know what it prints by now. I have this many cars. Via 28. And that's probably it. Quiz. What will the function return? What will the function return? Function. My Mario status. My Mario description. String. My Mario score. Int. Print my Mario description plus quote space end quote plus string my Mario score. My Mario status. My Mario score description. I have this many Mario coins. My Mario score 93. You will have 10 seconds to see what the function will return, and your time will start now. Okay, time is up. And if you chose A, then you are correct. Glossary. Return. Get a value or object back and to display that object that is returned. I encourage you to watch the video again, knowing this in mind. Leave a like and subscribe for more videos about iOS development, and make sure that bell symbol is ringing, especially for the Thanksgiving special coming up. Happy early Thanksgiving.